So the main character, his reactions to the romance between his sister and his sister-in-law is hilarious because he doesn't see it. It just goes right over his head. Like, there's a scene during his birthday banquet where him and his sister fell into the pond. In the original storyline, the sister only fell herself and the male lead rescued her. And this starts blossoming their romance or supposed romance in the story. But instead of her just falling, they both fall. The sister-in-law saves the sister while the male lead saves the main character. And the main character's like, dude, what are you doing? This is your chance. This is your chance to be with her. Like, what are you doing? Your wife and your lover, the woman you were in love with, are doing all of this together. What is going on with you? And then both sets of couples had escaped out of the palace and they run into each other. And the main character's like, well, I need to talk to my sister-in-law. So Melly go off with my sister because, again, he's still trying to play Cupid with his sister and the Melly because it's going over his head, the romance between him and the Melly and his sister-in-law. And he has a conversation with his sister-in-law, and his sister-in-law is like, hey, don't control her. Let her live her life. Don't have puppeteers around her. Like, I basically telling him, I'm here. Like, don't go choosing other people for her. I'm here. And it goes right over the main character's head. And the main character kind of agrees, but he's like, what? What? Like, he's literally not understanding it at all. And when they return, he thinks, oh, this is a chance between the male lead and my sister. Nope. The sister just runs off with her girlfriend. She's like, bye-bye, bro. And he's like, why aren't you guys were going to watch this, right? And they're like, no. We're going to leave you two alone and be with each other. And his sister later comes to him to be like, oh, I'm in love with someone. I want to be with someone. And he's just like, thinking it's the male lead. He thinks the moment he gave them alone, gave them a chance to romance each other, and he tells her, oh, it's perfectly fine. You can be with the person you love. And she thinks, oh, yeah, really? And he goes, yeah, you can be with her. Again, going over his head, not knowing that she's not going after the male lead. She's going after his sister-in-law. Like, dude, really? And when they were under attack by the male lead's forces, by the male lead's country, and, the male lead attacked them, his sister is like, oh, I'm going to stay by your side. I'll be here. I'm not leaving my palace. And he tells her, oh, your person that's supposed to love you, that loves you back, you love, they're coming for you. They want to see you. They share your feelings. Because she's worried she's never going to see the person she loves again. And he convinces her not to off herself. And she's like, yeah, I get that. But what are you talking about that they love me back? Like, dude, still things. It's the male lead and not his sister-in-law. I just think that's hilarious. So in the original storyline, the original host had a relative. This relative wanted the throne, so he helped the male lead do a coup. Except this coup didn't work out. The dude died and the male lead was imprisoned. Well, the original host's sister, the main character's sister, had helped him escape his imprisonment. And he returned back and attacked their palace and slaughtered their people. So obviously, in the original storyline, she probably killed herself out of guilt of helping the same man kill and slaughter her people because she helped him escape after he committed a coup. Probably not the wisest idea. So during a period of time where both couples had escaped the palace to transfer throughout the imperial capital, and before the main character male lead ran into the sister and sister-in-law, the main character found a flute he wanted to give the male lead, but he forgot to bring money with him. So he goes to that same relative who committed the coup to get money from his cousin, from his relative. And this gives the relative enough time to give the male lead a little piece of paper that goes, oh, I can help you commit a coup. Yeah, I am not kidding. The old general dies, and the main character makes sure the old general, even though the general did not want it, made sure the old general got a funeral for his military service, his military status, one of that level. And once they had returned back from the funeral, like they were leaving it, a coup happens and they were attacked. Now, I'm not really sure if the male lead was actually involved with this. It does outright state throughout the book repeatedly by other characters he was, like the soldiers who were captured serving underneath the relative who were soldiers handed over by the Melides country. They state the Melide was involved in it. The Grand General, he's convinced. The eunuch is convinced. The main character himself, when he searched the Melide's room, found the piece of paper the relative had given the Melide in a secret compartment, the same area that the piece of paper was found in the original story. So yes, the main character believes that the Melide was involved in this coup. And the main character almost died if it hadn't been for the Grand General coming and saving him. Sadly, though, his servant, his right-hand woman, she dies. She literally died. I was bawling. Like, why her? Why did she have to die? Like, I am bawling right now thinking about her death because honestly, I loved her. She was amazing. She and her little fantasies and her going too fast with her ideas of what was going on, like, we need more people like her, and she's gone. Why? Like, the main character was even heartbroken because she dies protecting him. So she takes the place of his ex-personal guard, because in the original story, this is when the ex-personal guard died. But instead of him dying, she dies. Because in the original storyline, she was able to escape and run off and keep her siblings protected and go somewhere else far away out of the Mali's reaches and survived in the original storyline. Not this one. No, she dies. And the main character blames himself. It's also when the main character realizes that this is a real world. This is his new place. He's not just an outsider. He's not just watching it from the sidelines. This is his life. And because he made these decisions, his servant, his right-hand woman, is now gone and dead, and he blames himself for it. He literally blames himself. Now, the main character, when he went to check that secret thing, he stole the evidence to prove that the Melide was the co-conspirator. He stole a piece of evidence. So when the Grand General went to check the Melide's room and brought the Melide with him to make sure the Melide witnessed him finding the evidence, they couldn't find it because, again, the main character stole it. Then the eunuch and steward are like, yeah, no, we're not going to let this man walk free when he's obviously the co-conspirator to this coup. So they have it where he supposedly transfers from the main character's side to the princess's side, when in actuality he wasn't. He was transferred to a secret imprisoned room where he would be tortured to spill the truth of him being involved. Obviously, the main character figures this out, goes to the eunuch, is like, hey, no, this is my man, let him go. And he gets the Melide back to his side and brings the Melide to a physician. But let's just say these two have a full-on brawl. Like, they have a verbal miscommunication. They argue and fight, and the main character gives the Melide a certain drink that will put the Melide to sleep, and he sends the Melide back to his home. He sends the Melide back to his home country. Like, it was so dramatic. I was holding my clutches. I was clutching my pearls. I was like, oh my god, these guys are arguing. They're fighting. The main character's convinced the Melide betrayed him. I'm not sure if the Melide did betray him in actuality, or the Melide was basically, oh, I had this piece of evidence that proved me, but I did not actually betray him. I didn't actually work for the coup. But maybe he actually did. Did he? Because again, it did say the Melide was questioning if he should choose his people or he should pick the main character. Should he pick his revenge or should he pick the main character? Like, it was such a mess.